Okay, thank you. I really do value both of your arguments and input here today. I have noted that this person does have 5 mental health cases currently ongoing in our system right now. This court is not able to order services. However, hopefully in those other cases, the judges there will have an opportunity to do that. So this court can't offer those type of services or order them today. The decision of the court will be this. So your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be eligible for release today. It will be a secured appearance bond of $500. That is based partially on the state's recommendation, the allegations of you being a danger to the community and flight risk, and the strong evidence. You will have electronic monitoring installed, and that will include curfew restrictions. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims, witnesses, or complainants. Do not possess any weapons or simulation of weapons. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, consume any alcohol, or drive without a valid license. In your case in particular, I believe you may have a case manager, so you must contact your case manager within 24 hours of your release from custody if you choose to post the bond. You must take all your medications that have been prescribed to you by any doctor. And if an order of harassment is issued against you, you must obey the terms of that order of harassment. So the bond is set at the $500 secured appearance bond. If you choose not to pay that bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your next hearing. And the next judge may change these orders and be able to offer or order other things. However, if you do pay the bond, make sure you go to your next hearing or you will get a failure to appear warrant issued against you. Mr. Carey, do you have anything you would like to say at the end?
I do not, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Stetson, will you be appearing on any other matters?
I don't believe so, Your Honor, unless Your Honor not requires, but requests that the state appears on anything else.
Okay, no. So thank you both for your time here in attendance. You may both be excused.
Thank
you.
I need to pay $400 to go home today.
You would have to pay $500 secured appearance bond in order to be released if that's what you are looking for.
Do I need a debit card, cash, or?
You know, they'll discuss that with you here in the detention center about how to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Please have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you take them back to the filters.
I'll just
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Thank you all for your patience. We'll now begin the rest of the hearings. Mr. Bryce Schnell, please come to the podium. Freddie Medina, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Bryce Schnell, December 21st, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed 1 count of possessing a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count of disorderly conduct, 1 count of driving under the influence, 1 count driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or more, and then 1 count extreme driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 to 0.20. Those are all being alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 4th, and that's at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond. It is a secured appearance bond of $50,000. Yeah. You would be released under pretrial services, and you would be tested randomly for illegal drug and alcohol use until further order of the court. You would also have electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. There are specific no contact orders included. If you do contact the alleged victims, it may be considered aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. I do understand that you have children who live in the victim's home, and because you are ordered to have no contact with the alleged victims, you may make arrangements through a third party to still have contact with your children. Those are the court's orders, and they are included on this paperwork.
Okay.
Okay. Unless the children are named in an order of protection.
Okay.
All right. So these are the orders of the court. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody and be transported to your next hearing, and the judge then can change these orders.
Okay.
Your attorney's phone number is also on the paperwork. You have a question, sir?
There's no way to get the bill dropped today?
Not
So
today.
I can provide it for my kids? Because I'm the only income at home at the house that they're at. So
And that's really hard, that situations like this happen. Unfortunately, though, these actions or alleged actions do have consequences, and this court's duty is to protect the community, and based on the law enforcement report, that is why it's set the way it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it the whole $50,000 I would have to pay to get
It's
out?
secured, sir.
So
You may use a bail bondsman.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you, ma'am.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Freddie Medina, please come to the podium. Anissa Almaguer, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Freddie Medina, April 16th, 1979.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging aggravated DUI, which is a Class 4 felony, and aggravated driving under the influence third time, which is a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. The state recommended, and this court did find it appropriate, a secured appearance bond of $25,000, and that's based on your multiple prior DUI convictions. So if you are able to pay that bond, you would be released under pretrial services with random drug and alcohol testing between now and your next court date. If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Anissa Almaguer, please come to the podium. Kenneth Carey, have a seat by the door. Please
Hello.
say your name and date of birth.
Anissa Almaguer Bejarano, 122881.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging aggravated assault, which is a Class 4 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $10,000. If you are able to make that bond, you will have electronic monitoring, and you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witness, or complainant. You're not to possess any weapons between now and your next court hearing. Do not possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. If an order of harassment is issued against you, you must obey that court order. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing. The next judge may change these orders, and your attorney's phone number is also on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
I have a question. When was I charged with that, or when did that happen?
So it appears the details of your arrest, the offense date was, it says it was today, at approximately 1:14 this morning.
At 1:14, I was in custody.
You were arrested here at 1:30, or you were arrested at 1:30, according to the Form 4.
I was in custody at like 12 o'clock, 11:30.
At midnight last night, you were
Yes.
in custody?
Yes. I was detained like around 11:30. I was on 51st Avenue and Baseline at the bus stop.
So that part is the same.
Yeah.
So the times might not be exactly right. And that does happen sometimes. Again, these are allegations. The actual charges may or may not be brought against you by the county attorney's office. So these are the allegations that are included in the law enforcement report.
Okay, so
So you were at a bus stop by 51st.
yes.
And that
Avenue.
that lines up exactly with the law enforcement report.
But I never did nothing to assault nobody or anything.
Okay, and that's not what this says, and since we don't want to discuss the merits of your case here in this
Yeah.
hearing, it's being broadcast and recorded.
Okay.
That would be something to discuss with your attorney and the next judge. The attorney's phone number is on your paperwork, and you can talk with them about that.
Okay.
Okay, please
Okay,
take your
thank you.
paperwork and have a seat.
Okay.
Kenneth Carey, please come to the podium. Rima Al-Fatlawi, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Kenneth Monroe Carey, January 27th, 1957.
Is it 1967 or 57?
57, ma'am.
Okay. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed 1 count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, 1 count narcotic drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of unlawful flight from law enforcement, and that's a Class 5 felony, 1 count of having drug paraphernalia, that's a Class 6 felony, and then 1 count of criminal trespass into a residential yard. That's alleged as a misdemeanor.
Yes, ma'am.
This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, and that's on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It's a secured appearance bond at $3,000. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you contact your probation officer. Because you are under intensive probation, you need to do that right away within 24 hours. Your other 2 matters here before this court are Term 1 probation violations. So whenever there's new alleged criminal activity, it means that you have a Term 1 violation of probation. An attorney is appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown. So all your hearings are going to be on the same day, same time, but they are in 2 different courtrooms, one for the new and one for your probation hearing. And actually, I think they're on different floors. So just make sure that if you are out of custody, you go to both. If you are in custody, you let them know about it so that you get to both, get transported to both.
Yes, ma'am.
On your probation violation matters, there is a $250 bond set on each, so that's $500 total. So your overall secured appearance bond is going to be $3,500. If you're able to pay the bond, call your probation officer, go to both hearings. If you're not, you'll be transported to those hearings. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Rima Al-Fatlawi, please come to the podium. Jennifer Cole, have a seat by the door.
Hi,
Please say your name and date of birth.
Rima Al-Fatlawi, November 1st, 1994.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because you failed to go to your sentencing hearing on November 21st.
I thought it was the 26th, and I reached out to my public defender. I found out I had a warrant, and it was the 21st, 2 days ago, because I was giving her the final, my pay stubs and my letters or whatever, and she said that it was the 21st, but my sentencing was 2 months out, so I got the dates mixed up.
So unfortunately, there is a warrant for you, and it's an active...
Yeah, but she told me that...
So, ma'am, let me tell you what I know first, and then you can ask questions
Okay.
after. Okay. So there's a valid, active warrant out for your arrest. I just looked in the docket just to be sure if there was any motion to quash the warrant. Nothing has been filed. So you do have an attorney in this case. They just haven't filed anything yet. Your next hearing will be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release today, but it's under a cash-only appearance bond of $2,500. If you are able to pay that bond, you have the same release conditions you had before, and you need to go to your hearing. And then that's how it works. They'll give you the bond back eventually when you go to all your hearings. If you're not able to pay the bond, then you will remain in custody, and you'll get transported to that hearing. So that's on December 4th.
So on the 4th, is that going to be my sentencing?
Well, right now it says status conference post warrant. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do your sentencing at that time or if they're going to schedule your sentencing at that time, but they want to see you in person on December 4th.
Okay, don't I have a right to a speedy trial?
You do,
Like a
but you
fee,
didn't
no?
show up to your sentencing. So these would be good questions to discuss with your attorney about you want things to move more quickly. But right here today, I just could tell you why you're here. You're here because you have an active warrant. I can tell you, do you have an attorney or am I going to appoint one? You have one.
No, I still have my same attorney because I talked to her yesterday.
Right.
And she told me that the day after Thanksgiving today, because I talked to her at it was after 5 o'clock because I was freaking out, you know?
You don't have another hearing set. I just looked at your
No, I know.
docket.
She told me that the day after Thanksgiving, she told me that that's when she would file a motion.
And they already picked you up on the warrant, so it's just...
Yeah, it was literally just hours after, just like that, so.
Right. So you have a valid pending warrant, so that's what it will be. It's not been quashed. So you can pay your warrant to be released, or you can stay in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Jennifer Cole, please come to the podium. Cody Hale, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jennifer Cole, 3/24/92.
Thank you, ma'am. You have several matters pending before this court, 5 total, so we'll just go through each one of them. The first one is a municipal court warrant. You will have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is at Surprise Municipal Court, December 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. There is a $150 secured appearance bond set in that. Your second matter here is a failing to appear at your your non-witness violation hearing for probation. Again, you have an attorney in that case already. Your next hearing will be December 8th at 8:30. That has a cash-only appearance bond of $150. Your next one is another failing to appear at your probation non-witness violation hearing. It is the same. You already have an attorney. The hearing is December 8th, and the bond amount is $150 cash. Your fourth one is a failing to appear at your trial management conference. You have an attorney in that case. Your next hearing is December 8th, 8:30 in the morning. On that one, it's a secured appearance bond of $500. And on your last one, you have another cash-only appearance bond for another probation hearing that you missed. So again, December 8th. So all of these, except for your municipal one, are December 8th hearing dates. Your municipal one is December 2nd. When you add them all together, it comes out to $1,100. It's a mix of cash and secured appearance bonds. If you're able to pay that, call your probation officer and go to your hearings. If you are not able to pay that bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearings, and the next judge can change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork. Cody Hale, please come to the podium. Tanise Payne, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Cody Hill, September 21st, 1985.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters. The first one is a new case. It is alleging 1 count of narcotic drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is going to be downtown Phoenix on December 4th, 8:30 in the morning, and there is a secured appearance bond of $100 on your new allegations. Your other matter are probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation, so an attorney has been appointed to assist you with that. Your next hearing on both of those matters is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and each of them has a $250 secured appearance bond. So altogether, you have a $600 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that, call your probation officer and go to both hearings. If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and you'll be transported to the hearing.
All right.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Tanise Payne, please come to the podium. Christian Gomez, have a seat by the door. So Tanise Payne is wearing a flannel or camouflage hoodie, maybe? Okay, there they are. And then Christian Gomez, if you'll have a seat by the door, thank you. Yep, right here in the center, ma'am. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Denise Payne, 10980.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing for both cases is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
You are eligible for release. Each of your probation warrants carries a $100 secured appearance bond. So if you pay your $200 secured appearance bond, you may be released, but you need to call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and you'll be transported to the hearing.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a
Thank
seat.
you.
Christian Gomez, please come to the podium. Dale Robinson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christian Gomez, 11/27/2006.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging unlawful flight from law enforcement. That is a Class 5 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today. It is under a secured appearance bond of $50. If you are able to pay the bond, make sure you go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing. If you fail to go to your hearing, they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Dale Robinson, please come to the podium. Damian Johnson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Yeah, Dale Lynn Robinson, January 22nd, 1961.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed disorderly conduct with a weapon. That's a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release with alcohol testing. So that means you'll be asked to check in randomly for alcohol testing between now and your next court date. That gives you a chance to show the next judge that you can remain sober.
I will never have enough drink as long as I live.
Okay, and we don't want to talk about merit? All right. So you're not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and between now and your next hearing date, do not possess or consume any alcohol. All right. All this information is on your paperwork. If for some reason you fail to go to your next hearing, they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Damian Johnson, please come to the podium. Roberto Carranza, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Damian Johnson, June 28, 1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. One of them is a new case alleging that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony. The other is drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today under pretrial services, and that's a supervised release. You are not to have any contact with the arresting officers. It's a standard release condition. Your other matter here today is an arrest warrant. It's a direct complaint based on an offense that happened on April 7th of 2023. So you were arrested back then and released, and now you have been charged by the state. So this court did appoint an attorney to assist you, and your next hearing is December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. And again, you're going to be released under pretrial services.
Thank you.
Now, I want to caution you. This is written on your paperwork, but just in case you don't know, I'm going to tell you now again.
Yes, ma'am.
If you had already been arrested on that direct complaint and released, and so you were out on felony release, and then you had been arrested again for these new felonies, you would not be eligible for release at all. That's how the state law works. If you are on felony release, which is what's happening right now, and then you are arrested for a new allegation of a felony,
She'll stay away.
I cannot even set bond for you.
I will not touch anything.
Okay, I just want to emphasize how serious this is, and you just barely missed that.
My Christmas present to the state and to everybody I'm doing.
Okay, make sure you go to your hearing, sir.
I'm getting cold chills right now.
Okay, please have a seat.
Thank you. How y'all doing?
Roberto Carranza, please come to the podium. Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
My name is Robert Carranza. My birthday is 0909-1989.
Thank you. You said 090989. Okay, just making sure I
That's the
understand.
nines.
Okay. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. It appears that it looks like it's a failure to pay for shoplifting allegations back from a while ago.
Correct.
So this court cannot appoint an attorney for you because it's as a misdemeanor. Your next hearing is Tolleson Municipal Court, December 15th at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
You are going to be released today to go and get this taken care of. I have included their phone number for you on the paperwork, as well as some no contact orders from wherever this happened.
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you.
Make sure you go to your hearing and get this taken care of. If they continue to issue orders like these arrest warrants, when we see them come through from the municipal court, if it's second, third, fourth ones, we start setting the bond.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
So we are going to revisit our Spanish matters. I'm just going to read them onto the recording. Apparently it didn't pick up at the time. And we did have an excellent translator at the time, and so I'm confident both people heard what I said, and they did not have questions. They both just said thank you at the end. So the first one was Jesus Gaxiola Mora, date of birth 4/13/1995. It's a municipal court warrant. I explained he was here for driving under the influence, alleged as a misdemeanor. He'd have an attorney appointed for him at the next hearing at Tolleson Municipal Court, December 8th at 8:30 in the morning. He is still eligible for release under a secured appearance bond of $150, and he has standard release conditions except to not possess or consume any alcohol. The other individual was Mr. Israel Mendez Cordero, date of birth 5/14/1983. He was here because he failed to go to his, it was a bench warrant. He failed to appear at a status conference. So he has an attorney already in his case. Oh yes, it was from 2021. And so based on the age of the warrant, his criminal history, a significant bond was required to ensure compliance with release conditions. And so a $5,000 cash-only bond was set. His next hearing is Superior Court, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. If he's able to pay his bond, he'll be released with electronic monitoring supervision and very hefty conditions and restrictions of release, which I did read to him. Again, they did not have any questions. They both just said thank you and took their paperwork. All right, moving on. We do have several people that we'll need to see in custody. At the back of the house, we'll begin with Austin Swendel, who has 3 matters. The first one's a new case alleging narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I appointed an attorney to assist him at his hearing on December 11th, downtown at 8:30 in the morning. It's my intention to release him to supervision of his probation officer. So that's OR to his PO, and he needs to contact him within 72 hours. He has the standard terms of probation. His second matter, though, is a municipal court warrant alleging assault. His next hearing is at Peoria Municipal Court, December 16th at 9 a.m. At looking at the warrant, I realized it is a failure to pay warrant, so he's already been adjudicated. So again, he's being released to the supervision of his probation officer. But there are the standard release conditions. And then his last matter is a probation violation warrant because, of course, the new alleged criminal activity is a Term 1 violation of probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist him at his probation revocation arraignment hearing December 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown. But again, he is going to be released to the supervision of his probation officer. And the reason I made these decisions is based on the APETS notes that I reviewed. It looked like he had been doing well, and then he had a remission. Okay, so Mario Valenzuela is the next individual, September 9th, 1994, a Superior Court new case. It looks like he is alleged to have committed 2 counts of aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony, 1 count possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, which is a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of discharging a firearm within the city limits, which is a Class 6 felony. I appointed an attorney to assist him at his hearing downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. He is eligible for release under a cash-only appearance bond of $150,000. And that's based on the danger to the community, flight risk, and strong weight of the evidence. He also scored max in our PSAC tool. If he's able to pay that bond, he'll be released under electronic monitoring with house arrest, and he has very strict conditions and restrictions of release. He would also need to contact his probation officer within 24 hours. His other matter here before the court is a probation violation warrant, and because of this matter, I'm holding him non-bondable. So he is non-bondable because he is most likely to receive a sentence of imprisonment in this matter. So under criminal rules 27.6, 27.7, and 7.2c, this court is going to hold him non-bondable. All right, another individual we'll be seeing back in the house is Brittany Marie Collins, date of birth 4/21/1995. It is alleged she committed 1 count aggravated assault violating a protected order, which is a Class 6 felony, and then 1 count of disobeying, resisting mandate order of the court. That was her violating her protective order, as well as 1 count of disorderly conduct fighting. This court did find probable cause, appointed an attorney to assist her, and her next hearing is December 11th, downtown Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning. She is going to be released under pretrial services because She has no failures to appear, and she scored very low on the PSAC risk assessment score, so she's going to just be released under pretrial services. She does have strict conditions and restrictions of release. The last individual is Michael Sunokui, date of birth 5/5/1992. It's a new case alleging 2 counts aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a Class 3 felony. This court appointed an attorney for them. Their hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. They are going to be released under a secured appearance bond of $15,000 with illegal drug and alcohol testing no less than weekly, and under pretrial services, and again with strict conditions and restrictions of release that are printed on his orders. It is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected on the written orders. At this time, the 2 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess until 5 p.m.
Go ahead, talk to me, shut up. I don't believe
When the judge comes down and say, all right, everyone stand up.
She's on her way.
She's on her way. Take off your hat, please. We'll get going,
Do not cuss the judge out.
Do you have any questions, tell her at the end? Don't interrupt her,
Go ahead, all right.
I don't know who has it, but there's no further drinks allowed. We'll see you.
Get in your chair.
All right.
Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 27th, 2025. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of November shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, your release conditions, and any bond amount that might be required. I will not read all your release conditions to you. That's your responsibility, but I may point out 1 or 2 that are specific to your case. You're all here on criminal matters, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will or may be held against you. These hearings are being broadcast as well as recorded. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. Because we may have victims viewing this hearing today, I will read the victim's right advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearings. I'll call you in one at a time. There is a podium here in the center of the room. Please come stand behind it. And then I'll call a second person's name to have a seat in the chair right there by the door, and then we can move pretty quickly through the hearing process. Everything important that I say to you is written on your documents, and you will have time to review those because you'll be handed your paperwork when you exit the hearing room. We'll begin this evening with a matter which I need to ask the attorney who is representing Mr. Rob Henschey. Are they on the line?
Yes, Your Honor. Tim Durden on behalf of Mr. Henschey.
So Mr. Henschey is not available to be in the hearing room right now because of his medical condition. It is my intention that we go ahead with his hearing since you are here, and then I will take his paperwork back to him and just go over exactly what we've discussed in the final orders. Would you consent to that on his behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. I will consent to that on his behalf.
Thank you. Okay, so the first matter here today is Rob Henschey, date of birth 9/13/1990. The allegations are 2 counts of murder in the second degree, which is a Class 1 felony, 3 counts of endangerment, which is a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of killing, harming a service animal, which is alleged as a misdemeanor. And let me back up. State, would you like to announce?
Yes, Your Honor. Good evening. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you. And let's see here. Is this Mr. Durder? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Would you also like to announce?
Tim Durden with Matthew Lopez Law on behalf of Rob Henschey, who I understand is in the infirmary. We're asking the court to waive his presence here today.
Thank you. Would you like to be heard on probable cause, Mr. Durden? Oh, you are still on mute.
I'm using my phone for my laptop doesn't have a microphone. Sorry. Your Honor, as to probable cause, I think that the Form 4 does establish probable cause for endangerment and for the misdemeanor allegation. As far as the murder allegations, Mr. Henschey is severely diabetic. It's believed he was in diabetic ketosis and unconscious at the time of the accident. But I understand that the state got blood labs back with alcohol BAC over 0.2 as well. So I believe probable cause exists in this case if that's what the blood lab showed.
I appreciate your insights there. This court is going to go ahead and find probable cause on these 3 allegations. Of course, the state may charge something different later if the results of labs change what the outcome, what allegations should be charged. I assume you're here then to make arguments on release condition. Please go ahead.
Your Honor, in this case, it was a horrible accident, and defense acknowledges that. People did lose their lives. However, Mr. Henschey is, or was at the time of his arrest, under immediate medical care for severe medical issues. He has 2 different forms of staph infection, a tack line in his heart. He has a leg incision that's continuing to reopen and also be infected. He had his full pelvic reconstruction. He has a clotting disorder to his blood, has had 15 blood transfusions while under care. He is, as I said, diabetic and has been in and out of ketosis, it is the position of defense that it would be appropriate to have a significantly reduced bond so that Mr. Hinchy's family can get him back into the care of his doctors in order to receive the life-saving measures that are required in his case. And again, it is the position of the defense that he was unconscious due to his medical issues at the time of the accident as well.
Can you tell me specifically what you are asking for?
Specifically, Your Honor, defense has no objections to the release conditions state is requesting should Mr. Hinchy be bonded out. However, defense is asking that that $2 million bond the state is requesting be reduced down to $100,000 or less secured appearance so that Mr. Hinchy can make bond and can get back to his medical care that he requires.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your specificity. For the state, I did really read let me tell you what I've done. I have read the Form 4. I have read the victim statement. I have also read the addendum to the Form 4, and then I have reviewed the state's recommendations. The question I have is specifically on the dollar amount. Could the state please let me know why they are asking for a $2 million cash bond?
Your Honor, the state is asking for a $2 million cash bond due to the fact that 2 people lost their lives in this case. Also, a dog lost its life in this case, Your Honor. The suspect's driving was extremely reckless and indifferent to other lives on the road, Your Honor. As the Form 4 indicates, there are 3 charges for endangerment, 2 charges for murder, and 1 charge for the killing of a service or work animal, Your Honor. Based on the facts in this case, the suspect provided a breath sample of a .206, a .287. Your Honor, the .287 is 3 times the legal limit. At the time of the collision, Your Honor, he was estimated driving between 89 and 96 miles per hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. Additionally, Your Honor, there's allegations that he was passing on the right side of the road, one of the vehicles that was charged as an endangerment. Also, the suspect allegedly clipped the victim's vehicle. So for those reasons, Your Honor, based on the totality of the circumstances, based on the fact that 2 people lost their lives driving down the road, this appears to be one of the victims was driving for Lyft or Uber. The other victim was taking all necessary precautions and was taking an Uber or a Lyft, Your Honor. The state did read the victim's impact statement when taking the recommendation into consideration, Your Honor. The effects of the suspect's actions have affected quite a lot of people, and the state has concerns for the safety of the community based on the suspect's behavior and his actions. So that's why the state is asking for such a high bond. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Durden, so I have 2 questions for you. One of them is I noticed that the defendant is an employee of a bank. And so that does concern me. We do consider the likelihood of someone fleeing. And so I'm asking for you to explain to me how his ties to the community will actually keep him here, even though he may have access to large quantities of money and be able to post a bond and disappear.
Your Honor, my client is, as you said, tied to his community through his work with the bank. He's also tied to the community with his family and his girlfriend who have contacted me and retained me. Furthermore, his current medical status doesn't even allow him to appear in this courtroom, let alone flee the state. He's very much of the opinion that he believes this was a tragic accident. He believes that this has to do more with his medical problems at the time than anything else, and he does not recall it. It is the position of defense that he is not intending to flee. He's not capable of flight. He just needs to be under the care of his doctor.
Okay, and then that leads me to my second question. You mentioned a few times that he believes he might have been, I think it's called ketoacidosis, is what happens to diabetics, and that causes them to become unconscious. Were these issues, and then you had mentioned quite a few others requiring transfusion and those type of things, did those predate the accident, or were those things that happened after the accident?
It's a mixed bag, Your Honor. The diabetes and the ketosis, the falling unconscious from the diabetes, as well as, I believe, the blood issue and one of the others predated the accident. His pelvis reconstruction and the incision that had to be made for that, which continues to get reinfected, those are caused by the accident in this case. So there are some issues that predate and may have affected the accident occurring in the first place. There are other issues that are post-dated and caused by the accident.
Okay, thank you. I do appreciate both of your inputs. I am going to make a finding and issue a ruling. Yes, ma'am.
May the state respond very quickly to opposing counsel?
Very quickly.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, the state does sympathize with the suspect's injuries. However, there is an infirmary in the jail, Your Honor. Medical care can be provided in the jail. So the state would like to remind the court of that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, and I do appreciate that as well. Okay. Okay, here will be the orders of the court. So probable cause was found. The next hearing date is downtown Phoenix, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. I have gone ahead and included your contact information, Mr. Durden. I do not know if you can plan to continue with this case, but if you do, you'll need to file a notice of appearance at Superior Court since we do not have court clerks at this facility and we are not a court of record. The release conditions will be a secured appearance bond of $1 million. So if he is able to post the bond, or his family, then he would be released with electronic monitoring, and that would be house arrest if he is not being hospitalized. So he'll either be in the hospital or it will be house arrest. He does have no contact conditions and restrictions, including not to contact any of the alleged victims. That includes their family members. Here in Arizona, victims include the family members of decedents. He's not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and of course not possess or consume any alcohol. I've also included that he may not operate a motor vehicle while this case is pending. So the rest of that will all be printed out. They will probably send you copies, I believe, through email.
Yes.
Okay, so you will get a copy of that. I will explain it to him if he is awake. If he is not awake, then I will leave a paper copy with him so that he can review it with you at a later date. Okay. Thank you both for your time. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to the next matter. You may both be excused. Thank you for your attendance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to call Alfred DeWyaho. Please come to the podium. And then next will be Brandon Williams. Please have a seat by the door. Right here in the center, sir. Please say your name.
Alfred
Go ahead.
73074.
73074?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You're here today on two matters. One of them is a grand jury warrant. So the grand jury warrant is alleging that you failed to do something, and that's going to be written on the paperwork. And they have asked for a $2,000 cash-only appearance bond. An attorney has been appointed in this case to help you at your next hearing, and that's on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. Do not pay the bond because you are not eligible for release. Your other matter here today is a probation violation warrant. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is also December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and it's alleged that you violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation. And so under the Criminal Rules of Procedure 27.6, 27.7, and 7.2c, you will in all reasonable probability receive a sentence of imprisonment, which is why you are being held without bond today. So you're going to get 2 sets of paperwork, you will have attorneys appointed to assist you, and you will be transported to court.
How about the Coconino warrant?
Coconino? I don't have one for Coconino. You might still come back to another initial appearance hearing if you have another warrant out. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Brandon Williams, please come to the podium. And then Sabri Lopez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Brandon Williams, October 28, 1982.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a new case. It was alleged that you committed aggravated assault on a first responder with a weapon, which is a Class 5 felony, resisting arrest, which is a Class 6 felony, and disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. And the weapon in this case was the taser. I understand. So based on law enforcement report and reading the statutes carefully, I did review them. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today. It is under a secured appearance bond of $15,000 with electronic monitoring. It will have a curfew that restricts where and when you can go, but you can still do things like go to work.
Okay.
All right, you may not go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If you continue or have contact with the victim after this court order, it may be considered a Class 6 felony because that would be aggravated harassment. So I just want to caution you about that. Okay. The other information is all on your release document. If you are not able to make the bond, then you will stay in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Can I ask, how much is the bond again?
$15,000 secured.
So that means?
You can talk to a bail bondsman. Sabri Lopez, please come to the podium. Rafael de Jesus, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sabri Lopez, 21598.
Thank you, and I apologize for misstating your name.
You're fine.
You're here today on 2 matters. It looks like you did not appear at a sentencing hearing, and that happened twice.
Correct, I was in detox, and I went to rehab back-to-back to detox.
Right, and they were both on the same day on January 2nd of this year.
Correct.
So you already have an attorney in that case.
Yes.
And your next hearing will now be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release in both cases, and they have requested a $4,500 bond on each of them. That's secured appearance bond, so that's $9,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, you may be released. Otherwise, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Why so high?
That would be up to the judge and the attorneys that made the bond. So the sentencing hearing, they really want you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I could provide documents showing I was in rehab and
so I did look in ISIS. I always look in the docket to see if
they
there's
have one
a
of
motion
them. I don't have to
quash.
Yeah.
And I do not have a motion to quash here for this warrant. It's still a valid warrant.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Rafael de Jesus, please come to the podium. Jonathan Sims, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Rafael de Jesus, 9/19/1968.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a probation violation warrant. It alleges you violated Term 5, and that you've been an absconder since April 1st of 2024. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing, which will be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and you have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing.
I spoke to my probation officer. He said he didn't mind the reinstatement. I just came out of doing a year time just now, and they hit me from Pinell County and took me out of there so I could take care of this matter here right now.
Okay,
They gave
so
me,
then you know for sure, don't pay the bond, go and get this taken care of.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and get transported to your hearing. But it sounds like you're from Pinell County anyways, is that right?
No, I'm actually from Mesa.
Are you in custody at Pinal County?
No, I'm not.
So you were released, and then they picked you up on the warrant?
After I finished my time over there in CCA, the federal, they gave me 3 years federal probation. Then they released me as I was going out to the gate from Pinal County, picked me up for you guys.
Okay, let me just.
But I was already incarcerated for 12 months already. I'm just
looking at your docket to see if maybe your attorney put in a motion to quash, or if this warrant's not valid, because what I see now is a valid warrant.
I was just trying to get back, because I have to go back into programming right now. The feds want me to go into a drug program as soon as I finished with all this situation. They told me, I'm not saying for you to do it, but they told me just to tell you to, I guess, run it concurrent or something like that.
So that's not up to me, that would be up to the next judge. So what I have right now in front of me, and I'm not saying what you said is not true.
Yeah.
You might be saying absolutely everything right, but all I can see in my system right now is that you have a valid warrant. It's for $5,000. There's no motions to quash or any information, even in your APES notes, saying, hey, this guy was incarcerated, he wasn't an absconder. Instead, it says you were an absconder. That's what it says.
Yeah, when they had violated me, Your Honor, I was already 2 months into a drug program. I was in River Source.
Okay.
And then I went to Nirvana, and then I actually graduated from Renewal Group.
Oh, congratulations.
And then I went to, from there, I still wasn't finished yet. I went to Three Kings. And then from doing 3 months there, that's when I found out that he put a violation. But all of them did call my probation officer.
Yeah.
And told them that I was in, and
unfortunately, you didn't write it in the notes. So good for you for taking advantage of all those resources. Congratulations for graduating from those programs. This is still a valid warrant, so this court is going to go ahead and affirm that. There is an attorney's phone number on this paperwork, too, that you can call them and discuss things like this with them and see if they can make it work faster. But right now, your next court date is December 4th.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Jonathan Sims, please come to the podium. Ryan Tully, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jonathan Sims, 9/29/81.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It looks like one of them is failing to appear at your not guilty arraignment hearing. So that happened on September 25th. You already have an attorney in that case. Now your hearing will be on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You're still eligible for release, but it is a cash-only bond of $3,000 with the same release conditions as before. Your other matter here is a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3, 4, 5, 7, and 15 of your probation. On this one, though, it's a $50 warrant. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your revocation arraignment hearing is December 4th, 8:30 in the morning. If you are able to make bond on both of these matters, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and then also go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to both of your hearings.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Ryan Tully, please come to the podium. Nicholas Maxwell Harrington, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Please say
Ryan.
Go ahead.
Schooling, 5/28/91.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to go to your not guilty arraignment hearing, and that was on August 8th, 2023. So you have an attorney in that case, and your next hearing will now be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release today. It's a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If you're able to pay that bond, follow the release conditions carefully. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Nicholas Maxwell Harrington, please come to the podium. Danny Truelove, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nicholas Maxwell Harrington, 4603.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on three matters. The first one is a new case. It's alleging that you committed or had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and then shoplifting is being alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you, and your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. On this matter, you are eligible for release with a secured appearance bond of $500, and there are release conditions, the most important being call your probation officer and go to your hearing. Your other two matters are probation violation warrants. So whenever you violate your probation, that's a term 1 violation. So on both of those, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. And on each of them, it's a $100 secured appearance bond. So altogether, you do have $700 secured appearance bond. If you're able to make that bond, make sure you go to both hearings and call your probation officer. If you cannot make the bond, you'll stay in custody and you will be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork.
Okay, so, I was charged with the dangerous drugs in the pipe, but yet they put it in my belongings and stuff. I mean,
So if you would like to discuss the merits of your case, that should be with your attorney or with the next judge. Here in this hearing, I tell you why you've been brought here, whether I found probable cause, and what your release conditions are.
all right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Danny Truelove, please come to the podium. Javon Hunter, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Danny Truelove, 11/13/92.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It appears you may have violated term 1 of your probation. I understand you were incarcerated. And so you have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. This is still a valid warrant. It's $500 secured appearance bond. I did look through the docket because I saw where you were coming from, and it hasn't been quashed, so it is still valid. If you're able to pay this warrant, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay, you will stay in custody and be transported there to the hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Javon Hunter, please come to the podium. Logan Miller, have a seat by the door.
Javon Hunter, 8/15/92.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are eligible for bond under a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork. Thank you, sir. Logan Miller, please come to the podium. Ashley Yolanda, have a seat by the door.
Logan Danielle Miller, 5/16/92.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because you failed to go to your probation revocation arraignment hearing. That was on March 5th of this year. So you have an attorney in this case already, and your new hearing date is downtown Phoenix, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release. It is a secured appearance bond of $250. If you pay the bond, call your probation officer and go to the hearing. If you cannot pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ashley Yolanda, please come to the podium. Johnny Lamb, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Well, they made it wrong. This Yolanda Ashley, 8/5/91.
Okay, thank you. So they have it wrong. It shouldn't be Ashley Yolanda. It should be the other way?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're here today for a municipal court warrant, and it looks like an attorney will be appointed for you at your next hearing at Peoria Municipal Court on December 2nd, and that's at 9 a.m. You do have a $150 bond, and if you are able to pay that secured appearance bond, then make sure you go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported there.
What if you don't have the bond?
Then you'll stay in custody, you'll be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge can change these orders.
Oh, okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Send us her new paperwork, because in the warrant, it does show her name is Yolanda Ashley.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you need me to sign it?
No.
Okay. So they're going to give you some new paperwork with your name corrected. But please have a seat. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Johnny Lamb, please come to the podium. Albert Labario, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Johnny Lamb, date of birth 10/20/97.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It appears that they are both, let's see, one's a municipal court warrant and one's a justice court warrant. So we'll go through each. The municipal court warrant is regarding driving without a valid license. It's a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
But an attorney is going to be appointed for you because bond is set at $50. Your next hearing is at Surprise Municipal Court, December 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. And again, it's a secured appearance bond of $50 for that surprise matter. On the other matter, it's a justice court warrant. It's the same allegations, driving without a valid license. And again, an attorney will be appointed for you because you have bond of $50.
Okay.
This one's at the White Tank Justice Court on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. So they're on 2 different days, 2 different courts. Make sure you go to both if you're able to post bond.
Okay.
All this information and those courts' phone numbers are on your paperwork.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Albert Labario, please come to the podium, and then James Sanchez, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Go ahead and say your name and date of birth.
My name is Albert Labario, and my date of birth is 7/5/94.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a violation, a probation violation. It's alleged that you violated terms 15A, R, S, T, U, and X.
Yeah, is that a payment plan? Because I got off probation and I just owed money.
Right.
And my PO said, look, we're going to let you off. You're just going to owe the court. So if you miss a payment plan, that's going to be your warrant. So I think that's what it is.
That's exactly right. That's
Okay,
exactly
but I promise, Your Honor, I go to work every day. I can't miss tomorrow. I already missed Thanksgiving with my family.
Yeah.
If you can let me out, OR.
Well, what they did in this warrant is they asked for $100. Are you going to be able to do a secured appearance bond of $100?
Yeah, I have 90 in cash and I have 20 on my card. Can we do that?
I think you can, but let me just look at one thing here.
Because I'm not on probation.
Well, you're on unsupervised.
No, she told me that she's like, I'm gonna take you off everything. You're not even gonna have a PO. You just got to report to the court and pay the court.
Right. So you don't have a probation officer assigned to you, but you are still on probation. It's just unsupervised. That's how it's termed out. So I am going to go ahead and change yours, though, because you're right, this is just money.
Yeah, it's just money. That's why I don't understand. You know what I mean? It's every time this happened before, they just gave me a new court date. I have a payment plan for the misdemeanor.
Okay, so the warrant is a valid warrant. It is for $100. I am going to change it down to $50 secured so that you have enough on your account to get out of here.
Okay.
Make sure you go to your hearing on the 4th of December and get this sorted out with them.
I will. It was all, you know.
And they're going to continue to issue warrants for you until it's sorted out. So then you'll just keep coming back here and missing days at work or days with your family, and that's no good either.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to pay the bond right now?
In the detention facility, you'll have to work with the officers, but it sounds like based on what you said to me, you should be able to cover it, so.
All right, then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Please have a seat. James Sanchez, please come to the podium. Demetrius Peaches, have a seat by the door. Okay. Is there a James Sanchez? Did I skip someone? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right in the center of the room, sir.
Hi, good morning, afternoon.
Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is James Michael Sanchez, and my date of birth is 8/8/76.
Okay, thank you, sir. So you're here today on one count of having dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count drug paraphernalia is a Class 6 felony. 1 count with tampering evidence, which is a Class 6 felony. 1 count of driving under the influence, and 1 count of having an open container in your vehicle. Those are both misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is going to be downtown Phoenix on December 11th, and that's at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today under pretrial services with random drug and illegal drug and alcohol testing. So that means you're going to get your paperwork and you're going to get the envelope. Make sure you show up for those tests. That will help you prove to the next judge you see that you can remain sober, that you can follow through, okay? All right, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Other way, this way. Okay. And then Demetrius Peaches, please come into the podium. Thank you. Next will be Jasmine Manuel. Have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Demetrius Leonard Peaches, July 2nd, 1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, as well as drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 11th, and that will be at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under pretrial services. Make sure you go to your hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest that will require a bond. Okay, please take your paperwork. You have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, I didn't, what date was that? What's the date?
December 11th, and it will be on your paperwork.
Okay, my bad. Sorry. Have a good day. Thanks.
Jasmine Manuel, please come to the podium. Jessica Flores, have a seat by the door. Okay, thanks. Actually, if you could please have a seat for just one more moment. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm it. I don't have my stamp. Should I write my name printed underneath?
If you want, I can go ahead and grab your stamp.
It's okay. I'm just going to print my name underneath. I shouldn't have asked you that. I apologize.
I still have to go back there and get a copy for our.
Okay, then stamp it. You have to.
Okay.
Write it in my computer.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Okay, Miss Jasmine Manuel, please come to the podium. And then Jessica Flores will be next. Please say your name and date of birth.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Manuel, 11/22/99.
Thank you, and I apologize for misstating your name.
It's okay.
You're here today on an arrest warrant. So what that means is you were arrested back in, let's see here. Oh, they didn't add it. It looks like December 26, 2023, and you were released. And now the state has filed charges. And the charges are for driving under the influence, aggravated driving under the influence, 2 counts. So this court has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release with random illegal drug and alcohol testing. And it's important for you to go and take advantage of that to prove to the court that you can remain sober. I know this has been a while, since 2023.
Yes.
But apparently your address has changed, so they weren't able to get a hold of you and they issued the warrant instead.
Yeah.
So make sure you keep the court updated with your address, go and do your testing, and also go to your hearing.
Okay.
Your attorney's phone number is on your paperwork. Go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
Jessica Flores, please come to the podium. All right, Sandoval, or Arite Sandoval, have a seat by the door.
Hi,
Please.
Jessica Flores, 10587.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for an arrest warrant. So it looks like back in 2021, you were arrested and released, and now the state has filed charges.
Right.
The allegations are from November 28th of 2021, and the allegations include possession or use of narcotic drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, and then drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under pretrial services supervision.
Awesome.
Make sure you go to your hearing or they'll issue a warrant for you.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you. You have a good day.
Arite Sandoval, please come to the podium. John Fanning, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Arite Sandoval, January 13th, 1994.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant alleging 4 counts of criminal damage. So an attorney will be appointed to assist you at your next hearing, and that's at the Ironwood Justice Court on December 16th at 9 a.m. This looks like it's a failure to pay situation, so you are going to be released on your promise to just go to Ironwood Justice Court and get this taken care of. I've also included their phone number for you. It also may be a domestic violence issue, which is why I've included the attorney. If it's not, that's all right. They'll sort that out at Ironwood. I just wanted to make sure you had resources you might need going forward. If there is, though, any order of harassment issued against you, make sure to obey that because that would be a court order. So you're going home today. It will just take a few hours.
Okay, because
Okay. You want to say something?
no, I just didn't know at the moment when it happened because I know what it was for because
Okay.
I went to all the court dates and.
Then you'll want to contact Ironwood. You're being let out today. It's going to take a few hours for the out processing. Just make sure you go to your court hearing in Ironwood. And I've also included their phone number, so if you can work things out with them ahead of time, that's great too.
Okay, you said on the 16th?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, please have a seat. John Fanning, please come to the podium. Gilbert Bramble, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
John Douglas Fanning, and my date of birth is February 16th, 1969.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant. It appears that on June 20th of 2024, you were arrested for having dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. You were released, and now the state has filed charges. So this court has appointed an attorney to assist you, and your next hearing will be December 11th at 8:30 in the morning downtown. You are going to be released today under pretrial services supervision. Make sure you go to your hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Gilbert Bramble, please come to the podium. Richard Ransom, have a seat by the door.
How do you, Your Honor?
Please say your name and date of birth.
Gilbert Bramble, Gilbert Sean Bramble, April 22nd, 1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant, and it looks like it is a failure to pay warrant. So this court is not going to appoint counsel for you, but your next hearing is Santan Justice Court, December 16th at 9 a.m. You are being released today on your promise to go to that hearing and get this taken care of. I've also included their phone number for you so you can be prepared.
Yes, because I was about to ask if there's a way I can call, because right now I'm staying in the Living Center, the TLCR out in Casa Grande.
You need to make sure you go get it taken care
I
of.
will, no matter what.
Okay, please have a seat.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have a great day. Have a nice evening.
Richard Ransom, please come to the podium, and after that will be Andre Rodriguez.
Hi, Your Honor.
Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Richard Ransom, and my birthday is 1/1/1965.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're here today for 2 matters. The first one is a new direct complaint, meaning that back on March of 2025, so this year, you were arrested for dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. Then you were released. Now the state has has filed charges. I'm just double checking. I intended to, but I did not appoint counsel for you, so I am going to do that right now. Okay. So I've appointed counsel for you. Your next hearing is December 11th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are going to be released under supervised release. Your other matter here today, though, is a justice court warrant. So this is out of Santan Justice Court. I cannot appoint counsel for you on this one. It looks like this is a failing to appear. So your hearing is Santan Justice Court on December 16th at 9 a.m. Now, I did look at your record, sir.
Yes.
And I saw that you have 15 times not gone to lower court things that you needed to go to. And there might be a lot of reasons for that, and I really can't hear those from you today, but I really want to encourage you to go and get this taken care of. Even though it's not Superior Court, it's still important, and it does show up on our reports.
Yes,
So I want you to know that.
Okay.
Okay. So I've included their phone number for you as well, just in case you need to call ahead and figure something out, how to get there, where to park, what bus to take, whatever it is.
Yes.
Go and get it taken care of so you don't get 16, right?
Yes.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat, and they're going to give you one piece of paper that has the attorney appointment on it in just a minute.
So am I released today? Or?
In a few hours, they'll let you out.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead and sit down and review.
Let's do it. Okay, we're actually going to skip over to Mr. Remedios Perez because we have an interpreter on the line. So if Mr. Andres Rodriguez, just proceed.
The interpreter is connected.
Thank you. This is Commissioner Gentry at the initial appearance court. For the interpreter, may I please have your name? Interpreter, could you please state your name? I see the blue box blinking, but I can't hear you. Are you perhaps on mute? All right. For the interpreter, I do see that it looks like you're trying to speak, but I cannot hear you. Will you try some other configuration?
and we need help with some Spanish matter in the start with that. Okay, I am going to finish into the courtroom and we'll get started.
Behavior change key to crime reduction.
That's the interpreter.
Okay, good evening. Interpreter, may I please have your name?
Good evening. My name is Anna. My ID is 396490. How can I help you?
Okay, thank you, Anna. My name is Commissioner Gentry, and I need you to swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English exactly as we say them.
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Please say your name and your date of birth.
You're asking me, the interpreter, or do you want me to start asking the person? I'm sorry.
Let's begin. I'm here at the podium. I apologize.
Okay.
Please.
Hola, buenas tardes. Soy su intérprete. Es un placer servirle. ¿Me puede dar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Remedios Gonzalo Zavala Pérez, 1 de septiembre de 1993.
Remedios Zavala Pérez.
Remedios Gonzalo.
Remedios Gonzalo
Zavala Pérez.
And my date of birth is September 1st, 1993.
Thank you. You are here because you failed to go to your status conference on September 25th.
Usted está aquí porque usted no asistió a la cita que tenía el 25 de septiembre.
You already have an attorney appointed in your case.
Usted ya tiene una cita con un abogado en su caso.
Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning.
Downtown Phoenix, correct. Okay, su cita sería en la oficina del centro de Phoenix el 4 de diciembre a las 8:30.
You are eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $500.
Could you repeat, ma'am? Because it's really far away and I can barely hear you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. You are eligible for release.
Ajá. Usted califica, es elegible para dejarlo en libertad.
With a secured appearance bond of $500.
Con una fianza asegurada de presentarse de $500.
Your other release conditions remain the same.
Las otras condiciones de dejarlo en libertad continúan siendo las mismas.
If you are not able to pay your bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Okay, si usted no puede pagar su fianza, usted va a seguir bajo custodia y lo van a transportar hasta el día que sea su audiencia.
All of this information is on your paperwork.
Toda esta información está en sus documentos.
¿Puedo pedirle a la señora juez, por favor, que si se me puede tomar en cuenta que el día cuando yo tenía mi corte aquí, estuve 75 días con los marchas preso, hasta el 24 de este mes salí?
Okay. I just want to let you know that when I was supposed to appear to court, I was with the marshals in custody for 75 days, and I barely got released on the 24th of this month.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't show that you're here on a request from the marshals because you were released, so there's a gap in time.
Sí, desafortunadamente no veo aquí que haya una petición del marshal para tenerlo a usted en custodia, entonces hay un lapso de tiempo.
Do you still have your attorney's information for this case?
¿Usted aún tiene la información de su abogado para este caso?
Okay.
No.
No.
We will give you your attorney's information again for this case. This is still a valid warrant.
Okay, le vamos a dar la información del abogado para este caso. Esto todavía es es legal, es válido. El arresto.
So what your attorney will need to do is file a motion that tells the court that you were being held in custody in order to quash the warrant.
Could you repeat, ma'am?
Yes. Your attorney will need to file a motion to quash or get rid of the warrant.
Sí, su abogado necesita hacer una petición para que quiten su arresto.
Okay. I cannot quash the warrant. It is $500.
Sí, no puedo quitarle la fianza, son $500.
Okay, but we'll give you your attorney's information so you have it again.
Pero le vamos a dar la información de su abogado para que la vuelva a tener.
Okay. Can you please circle public defender on one of those sheets and provide it to him? Yes. Okay. Thank you. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and you'll be transported to the hearing.
Si usted no puede pagar la fianza, lo vamos a mantener en custodia y va a ser transportado a la audiencia.
Si pago los $500, salgo en libertad.
If I pay the $500, can I be free?
As far as I know, this is your only matter here.
Sí, de acuerdo a lo que yo tengo entendido, este es el único problema que tiene aquí.
Okay. Please take.
Thank you, gracias.
Okay.
Thank
need
you.
To hold it. That was our only Spanish speaker, so I think we do not need any more services. Thank you very much, though, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for using our services. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it's granted. Please stay safe. Good luck with your investigation. Okay, our last matter this evening, Mr. Andres Rodriguez, please come to the podium. Okay, and please let me know if you can't hear me okay. I didn't realize I was so far away from the microphone.
No, you're fine. I can hear you.
Okay. So please say your name and your date of birth.
Andres Rodriguez, April 10th, 1998.
Thank you, sir. And you're here in a particular type of matter. It's called a fugitive of justice warrant. So what happened here is New Mexico has issued a warrant and they want you back. And you have a choice to make. Were you given a laminated card before the hearing?
Yeah, I read through it, but I really didn't understand too much of
Okay,
it.
I'll explain it to you and then you can make your decision. So what happens is New Mexico issued a warrant and they would like you back. You can either demand an extradition hearing, which is a civil hearing where you can hire your own attorney And then at that hearing, the state will decide whether or not they need to go get a governor's warrant. That the states of Arizona, the governor of Arizona and governor of New Mexico would each have 90 days to sign that warrant in order to extradite you from Arizona. I would set bond for you on that, and that would be $50,000, and your hearing date would be December 8th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Is there no way that I can get that reduced?
Well, let me explain. So New Mexico has actually asked for no bond. They claim that this is a no bond situation. But from the warrant, I cannot tell if this is before, like pre-adjudication, or if this is an after adjudication matter. The warrant doesn't show if you've been to court already on this.
Yes, I have.
So if it's a post-adjudication matter, then I can hold you no bond.
Well, I never like went to my first appearance, so that's
Okay.
why it's still in warrant.
Right,
Obviously.
so if you had a court date but you failed to appear and it actually hasn't been adjudicated,
Okay, yeah, no.
okay.
Yeah.
So I could set a $50,000 bond for you, and then you would go to this hearing and they would decide whether or not a governor's warrant, the governor of each state has to sign it, would sign it within 90 days. If you waive that option, then what would happen is you would be held in custody in Maricopa County for up to 30 days, and the days would start tomorrow for New Mexico to come and pick you up. And at the end of that 30 days, if they haven't come to pick you up, then you would be released, or unless you have other Arizona pending cases.
Right. No, I don't have no Arizona pending cases. So there's no way I can get the bail reduced if I go with that matter, or no?
No, they're asking for no bond, and so we're just setting it at 50 secured.
Is that secured? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna wait the 30 days.
You're gonna go with, okay, so I have to ask you some questions to make sure you understand. Did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand you don't have to sign that paperwork?
Correct.
Do you understand you have the right to the extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand you may hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both New Mexico and Arizona before you are returned? You have to say it out loud.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you understand that you have the right to bail? And then we talked about it's going to be $50,000 secured.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to give up those rights to sign the paperwork?
If I sign, can I withdraw later on, or no?
No.
I'm waiving the rights.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I will also sign it. Then I'll direct the sheriff's office to notify New Mexico that you're ready to return.
Okay.
So New Mexico will have up to 30 days after it starts tomorrow to pick you up, unless there's any local Arizona charges pending.
Right.
And then the 30 days would start when those are resolved.
Right.
But you don't have any local ones?
No.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
For the 30 days, can it be sooner than 30 days or longer than 30 days?
They can come sooner than 30 days, and if they don't come within those 30 days, then
But
you
will it be longer than 30 days?
No.
Okay.
You would be let out.
I'm fine.
Okay. All right, so let me cancel.
And that don't have bail for the 30 day. No bail. Okay.
No, it's no bond.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah. Save. And sign. Okay, if you'd please step over here, you actually have to sign the paperwork.
Okay. Over.
Yep, just right here, sir.
In 90 days, you say it's secured, and 50,000 eyes, is that like 10-15%?
I am not a bail bondsman. I don't know what their rates are right now. I'm sorry.
You can pull it down so that you can sign it. You're going to sign twice, so go ahead and sign the first time. Is that like your full signature? Can you try just printing out your name? Okay. You can Yes. Go ahead and sign the second thing.
My name or my,
Just the name.
our name or my signature?
The name. And then do your last name again. And then once you have both of them, you're going to save. And then once you have it, you're going to go to and have you complete.
Did I have a release date or no?
So 30 days from tomorrow would be December 28th, unless they've picked you up sooner.
Okay.
And then another one, you have to show it. And then you can get one copy. And then and you are all set.
Okay, thank you, sir. This was our last matter on the 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar. At this time, the 5 p.m. calendar is in recess until 8 p.m. And I'll come around because we'll go see the guy in medical.
Yeah, we call it, make sure you're still there.
That's number 5. We'll just wait for that paperwork to come out. Wait for it to come out right here.
Oh.
And then you know what he's going to Let me try this. 1, 2, 3 charges. 9 counts. 9 counts. So what's the case number now? What's the case number? 900. 900. I don't want you to count as 001, okay? Huh? I don't want you to count as 001. Oh. That's a sequence. I want you to go over 189, okay? 189. Who's you going on with that? All right.
Please be seated.
You don't have to put stuff on.
Did they tell you I needed to print? Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Good evening. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 27th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of November shall apply to all matters in this calendar. As you heard in the recording, this is a very specific hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney will be appointed to assist you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what the release conditions may be, and the bond amount. I will not read all the release conditions to you. That is your responsibility, but I may point out one or two depending on your matter. You are all here for criminal matters, which means you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. These hearings are being broadcast and recorded. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. Because these hearings are being broadcast, there may be victims watching these hearings here tonight, so I will read the victim rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearings. I will call you in one at a time. For the first person, please come stand in front of the podium, and then I'll call a second person's name. If you'll have a seat right there in the chair next to the door. We'll begin with Leo Boron. Please come to the podium. Angela Espinosa, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Leo Boron, 0424-1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new justice court case. It's alleged you committed 2 counts of assault, 1 count threatening, and 1 count of disorderly conduct. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be at the Santan Justice Court on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today. It would be under a secured appearance bond of $15,000.
$15,000.
Yes, sir. If you're able to make that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainant.
What?
If you were to contact the alleged victim, it may be considered aggravated harassment, and that could result in a Class 6 felony. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody and transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Angela Espinosa, please come to the podium. Marquise Cole, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Angela Espinosa, 8286.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on 3 matters. One of them is a failing to appear to your sentencing hearing that was on July 2nd, 2024. So in that case, you already have an attorney. Your new hearing date is December 4th. You are still eligible for release. It would be under a secured appearance bond of $4,500, and it has the same release conditions, so you would be supervised by your probation officer if you were able to pay that bond. Your other matters here, one of them is a failure to appear at a probation violation hearing. So that happened on July 2nd, 2024 as well. Looks like the same date. Yep. On that one, an attorney has already been working with you in that case. Your next hearing is also December 4th at 8:30, and it's a $500 bond. Your last one is the same date. It's another probation violation disposition hearing. So you have an attorney. Your next hearing is on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and this one also has a $500 bond. So altogether, that's $5,500 in secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearings. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearings on December 4th. All right, please take your paperwork, have a seat. Marquise Cole, please come to the podium. Anthony Ibarra, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Marquise Jamal Cole, 3/24/97.
Did you say 25 or 24?
24.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters. It looks like all 3 are probation violation warrants. The first one, and I'm just going to double check, all 3 of them have the same terms, so it's alleged you violated terms 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond in each of those, and when you add the bonds together, it comes to $3,800 in bond. So if you are able to pay the bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing.
All right.
If you're not, then you'll stay in custody and be transported there.
All right.
Okay, please have a seat.
That's you right there.
Anthony Ibarra, please come to the podium. Ton Wen, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Anthony Ibarra, 10/22/1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed aggravated domestic violence, which is a Class 5 felony, and disobeyed a court order. It's alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is December 4th, 8:30 in the morning downtown. You are still eligible for release today. It's under a secured appearance bond of $2,500 with pretrial supervision.
Your Honor, if I may, just really quick, please.
Once I'm done, you will have an opportunity.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If an order of protection or harassment is issued against you, you must obey those orders. You are cautioned. Any continued contact or violation of the no victim contact order may be considered aggravated harassment, which is also a Class 6 felony. Please, go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor, the contact with the victim actually was this morning, and the victim had come to my place of residence, and I was asking the victim to leave, and I was then assaulted. But I had no control over the victim showing up. You know what I mean? But I called the police, and I actually had them arrest him. But I had no control over whether or not he showed up at the residence.
Okay.
So
so what I'm showing in law enforcement report is that you do not have an address.
No. The address is 310 West Earl Drive. That's the
So
address
is that your
at.
residence?
Yes, that's the residence that I've been staying at.
So, and is that also the victim's residence?
No.
Okay. That is not what is in the law enforcement report, just so you're aware. That's
Okay.
not how it's been reported.
My biggest concern, Your Honor.
One moment, please. I'm looking to see what else they might have gotten wrong on the report, because they listed that you had prior convictions, and so I'm just double checking.
Understood.
Okay, so you said to me that your name is Anthony Ibarra, correct?
Correct.
All right, and I show that you do have prior misdemeanor convictions for failing to comply with court orders and assault. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, please, go ahead.
Okay, my biggest concern is that I have my niece who flew in from North Carolina that was supposed to be visiting for Thanksgiving, and I'm not home right now for her to. I have no idea what's going on with her. I have no idea if she's even at the apartment or.
Is she an adult?
She's only 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when I read this law enforcement report, and the state actually weighed in on this too, and they recommended this bond amount, $2,500 secured appearance bond. It is appropriate based on the law enforcement report. What you're telling me is different than what the law enforcement report states. I don't see that you answered any of the interview questions, though.
All I know is that this morning when they picked me up, ma'am, that they didn't tell me that I was being put in cuffs for anything other than the fact that I had 2 misdemeanor warrants. They didn't tell me that I was getting arrested for a felony. They didn't tell me that I had violated probation or anything like that. They told me I was just being picked up for the 2 misdemeanors.
Right. And I'm the one who tells you what the allegations are. They don't have to tell you that. You come here and I explain why you're being held. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any other information that corroborates what you're saying. I just look through to see, can I see your address somewhere? Can I see, that what you're telling me is what actually happened? I'm not saying that it's not the truth. I just have to verify it some way.
I understand.
And I don't have a way to do that here. What I have done, though, is I've appointed an attorney to assist you. I don't know what's going to happen with your niece, and that is scary and unfortunate that you're not there right now.
Yeah.
But you do have access to phones in the detention center, and as long as you are behaving and cooperative, they allow you to use those phones. Your attorney's phone number is on your paperwork as well. You can call them and ask them for assistance. So you can call, I'm not sure who, but you can also call your attorney. And you can make a report, too, while you're in detention, saying that you need someone to go check on her. That's something you can do. At this time, though, I think the state's recommendations based on what we have here is still appropriate. So I am still going to set the bond at $2,500. You do have no contact orders. I have that you can't return to the scene of the alleged crime. However, I'm going to take out just that part. So instead, it's just no contact with the alleged victim. That means that if they're not there and you are able to post bond, you can go home.
Okay.
But as far as contact with that person, just ignore them. Don't let them in your house. If they send you text, social media, just completely ignore them so something like this doesn't happen again. And then you can discuss it with your attorney and the judge at your next hearing.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so that will be printed out. If you'll please take a seat, they'll bring it to you in just a moment. Toan Nguyen, please come to the podium, and then Shayna Holmes, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Toan Nguyen, and December 25th, 1953.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're here today on a failing to appear bench warrant. I believe it might be because you were already in custody. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you have an attorney in that case, and now you have a new hearing. It's on December 4th. And they did set a bond for you. It's a $1,000 bond, but unless you know that you're going to get out from your other matters, don't pay that bond. Okay? You'll just stay in custody, and you'll be transported to your hearing on December 4th, and then the next judge can change the orders if it's appropriate.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I have a question? Because, the day I got the release from, I got the plea agreement, I signed the agreement on October,
I saw you signed the plea
October
agreement.
20, yes.
I
I
did.
signed it. Then I get the sentencing on, November 20. But when the day I got released, I got the OR release from the judge. Then I get out the door, the ICE come to pick me up. Then I cannot go to the sentencing. Then I call to my lawyer. I call lawyer for take care, but the ICE say, they don't worry about this case. You already deportation, but after on a couple of days ago, they released me. Then they say you got go back to America.
So did they release you completely, or are you still in custody, but you were just brought back here for this case?
Everything I take it back. When I come to the law, I ask for ICE. I say, hey, what's going on with me? Then they say, you got released. Then they give me everything, paperwork and my clothes, everything. Then the cop, about a couple hours, they come to the door. They pick me, bring me go to final county. Yesterday I go to court. Then they say like that.
So what has happened here is this is a valid warrant because you missed the hearing. Unfortunately, your attorney didn't ask for this warrant to be quashed or to get rid of it because you were in custody, so the warrant is still valid. Yeah. I understand why you missed it, and I understand that it's a frustrating process when you're in two different legal systems at the same time.
Yeah.
But this is still a valid warrant, and so what's going to happen is you'll stay in custody unless you're able to pay this bond, and you'll get transported to the hearing.
Yes.
If you're no longer being held by the marshals, because I did just look to see if you have any type of hold, I cannot see any type of hold. So if you are not being held by the feds, then if you pay this $1,000 bond, you'll be released. But make sure you go to your hearing that's now set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I can put the 1,000 cash bond, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can do that and they release you today, make sure you go to your hearing.
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, hon.
Shayna Holmes, please come to the podium. Melissa Barney, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Shayna Holmes, April 18th, 1978.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on two matters. It looks like you failed to appear at your status conference on July 15th of 2025 in two cases. So you already have attorneys in those cases. Your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and on each of them, you do have a bond. It's $500, so it's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay the bond, make sure you go to your next hearing. It's at the same time, same place, December 4th, downtown Phoenix. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Melissa Barney, please come to the podium. Adam Wolf, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Melissa Barney, 9/24/92.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for, and did you say May 24th or September?
September.
Okay, thank you. You're here for probation violation warrants. It's alleged you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 on two different probations. So your attorney has been appointed, and your next hearing is December 4th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. On both of the matters, you do have a secured appearance bond. It's $250 each, so it's $500 total. If you're able to pay the bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearings. If you're not, you'll stay in custody and be transported. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Adam Wolf, please come to the podium. Selena Yazi, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Adam Wolf, 5/23/1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a new justice court case. It was alleged that you exceeded the posted speed by more than 20 miles per hour. This court did find probable cause and will appoint an attorney for you at your next hearing. It's at Dreamy Draw Justice Court on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. The address and telephone number will be on your paperwork. You do have a bond set today. It is a $50 bond. And counsel is appointed in the matter of bond. If you want to fight on the merits, you'll need to hire your own attorney or represent yourself.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Selena Yazzie, please come to the podium, and John Boylan, have a seat by the door. Miss Selena Yazzie, it looks like she has a flannel jacket and a hoodie.
It's the green jacket. Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, it's okay. I know it's been going a long time. I know.
I was going to get out of that again, but I didn't.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Selena Yazzie, 1678.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for an arrest warrant. So what happened here is in April 21st of this year, you were arrested for dangerous drugs, which is a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a class 6 felony. You were released, but now the state has brought charges. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a $50 secured appearance bond set for this warrant, for this allegation. If you're able to pay that, make sure you go to your hearing. I have noticed that you have 4 former failing to appears, so please make sure you go to your hearing or they will issue a higher bond for you.
I've been on the streets, but now I have my daughter that got a place last month.
Okay.
So she's trying to get me to ease the lifestyle and live with her.
Okay. Well, just make sure if you can pay the bond, the $50, that you go to your hearing. If you cannot pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and then you'll be transported to the hearing.
Okay, so how can she pay if I call her?
That would be in the detention center. They will help you facilitate that. All right. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. John Boland, please come to the podium. Jose Ruiz, please have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
John Boylan, 4/21/1982.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a class 4 felony, and then drug paraphernalia. That's a class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today under pretrial services with random illegal drug and alcohol testing between now and your next hearing date. So make sure you go to those random tests when they let you know, so you can prove to the court that you can remain sober.
Okay.
Your release conditions are the standard ones, except for you also have you're not to possess or consume any alcohol. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Jose Ruiz, please, oh, wait, sorry. Okay, un momento, por favor. Necesito un translator. So, siéntate, por favor.
Should be connected, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and I apologize to everyone for my Spanish. Okay. The interpreter, could you please say your name?
My name is Pablo, Pablo.
Thank you, sir. My name is Commissioner Gentry, and this is the initial appearance court. I need to ask you if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English exactly as we say them.
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Okay, we will begin. Jose Martin Ruiz, please come to the podium.
José Martín Ruiz, por favor, vaya al estrado.
Please wait for the translator to finish speaking before you answer.
Por favor, espere a que el traductor termine de hablar antes de que usted conteste.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Por favor, diga su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
José Ruiz, 1 de enero de 1982.
José Ruiz, January 1st, 1982.
Thank you. You are here today on a failing to appear warrant.
Gracias. Usted está acá debido a que falló o no pudo aparecer ante una orden.
You failed to go to a status conference on November 10th, 2025.
Usted falló en cuanto a ir a una conferencia de Estado el 10 de noviembre del 2021.
I understand that is because you were incarcerated.
Tengo entendido que eso fue debido a que usted estaba encarcelado.
You have been brought here today on a writ to secure your appearance.
Usted fue traído acá en un intento de poder asegurar su presencia.
Okay. You have an attorney already in your case.
Usted ya tiene un abogado en su caso.
Your next hearing will be December 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix.
Su siguiente audiencia será el 4 de diciembre a las 8:30 de la mañana en el centro o downtown de Phoenix.
The court has set a secured appearance bond for $1,000.
La Corte ha establecido una fianza para asegurar su presencia por $1,000.
Depending on what is keeping you in custody with Pinal County, you may or you may not want to pay that bond.
Dependiendo de qué hace que usted esté bajo custodia en el condado de Canal, usted puede o no puede pagar esa cantidad.
Okay. You may want to talk to your attorney about that to find out how much longer you have to be in Pinal County.
Quizás quiera hablar con su abogado en cuanto a qué tiempo más estará bajo el condado de Canal.
Sí.
Okay. All of this information is on your paperwork.
Toda esta información está en sus documentos.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you, gracias.
Por favor, tome sus documentos y tome asiento.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pablo. That was our only Spanish speaker this evening. We appreciate your assistance to the court.
You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you for your services. Have a good evening.
Okay. And then do we have Mr. Saunders available, or will that still be a house call?
No, they're bringing that.
Okay, perfect.
That's just an extra. That was that one that you gave me earlier.
Okay.
Okay. So she doesn't.
Okay, while we wait, I will go ahead and read in the other house calls. We have 4 individuals that we're going to see in the back of the house. We'll begin with Mr. Connor Burgess. He has 3 matters. First one's a new case alleging 2 counts of organized retail theft, Class 3 felony, 1 count organized retail theft, Class 4 felony, 1 count narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and 1 count tampering with evidence, which is a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist him at his hearing downtown Phoenix December 4th at 8:30 in the morning, and he has a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If he's able to pay his bond, he'll be released to his probation officer. He does have no contact conditions. His next matter is a probation violation warrant alleging 3, 4, 5, and 15. On this one, his bond is $2,500. Hearing date and time is the same. And then on the next one, it is a municipal court warrant out of Peoria Municipal Court. An attorney will be appointed to assist him December 2nd, 9 a.m. He has a $50 bond to make sure he gets transported there. I've included the phone number for him as well. And on that one, the allegations, it is a warrant. If there are any changes, they will not be reflected in this recording. It will be on the written document. And now we have Mr. Mason Saunders. Please say your name and date of birth.
Mason Saunders, 131-2002.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case, and this new case alleges one count of narcotic drugs in your possession for sale. That's a Class 2 felony. That's based on the amount that they found. One count narcotic drugs in your possession for use, which is a Class 4 felony. One count possession of a weapon in the use of a drug offense. That's a Class 4 felony. One count dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony. One count drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. And then one count of driving on an invalid license. It's alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did review the law enforcement report and did find probable cause on these allegations and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It is a $50,000 secured appearance bond, and that's because of high risk of non-appearance, new criminal activity, and non-compliance with release conditions, so the court is concerned. You would be released with electronic monitoring that would give you curfew restrictions about when and where you can go places. All right, your other matter here today is an arrest warrant. So this is a direct complaint, which means that you were arrested back in February this year for possession or use of narcotics. That's a Class 4 felony, and then you were released. Now the state has filed charges. Again, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, December 4th. And on this one, it's a secured appearance bond of $50. Now, I want to caution you, if you had been served this direct complaint prior to them arresting you for these new allegations, you would not be eligible for release under Arizona law at all. There would be no bond amount I could set, because if you are on felony release and then you have new alleged felonies, you're not able to be bonded out. Some people don't know that, but it is written on your paperwork, so I want you to understand any new felony allegations, if you're out on bond, will result in you not being eligible for bond. Okay? So if you're able to make these bonds, make sure you go to your hearing, talk to your attorney, and follow through with the court. If you're not able to pay these bonds, you will stay in custody and be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge may change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork and follow their directions. All right, we'll go on with the other house call. The next person is Alyssa Tobin Robertson, date of birth 4/29/1989. She is here because of failing to go to her status conference on December 9th, 2022. So I've appointed a new attorney for her because it's been so long, and her next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. She's eligible for release under a secured appearance bond of $1,000 with pretrial supervision. The next person is Cassandra Frazier, date of birth 3/29/2000. She's here on two matters. Looks like they are both probation violation warrants alleging she violated terms 1, 3, 4, 5, and 15. An attorney has been appointed for her in both matters. Her hearings will be on December 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown. And on both matters, she is eligible for release with a $250 secured appearance bond, so that's $500 total. If she's able to pay that bond, she'll be released under her supervised mental health court probation officer. So she does have a few unique conditions of release, which include that she needs to contact her case manager and take any and all medications that have been prescribed. And the last individual is Jose Garcia. He is here, date of birth 10/2/1982, on an arrest warrant, and that is, looks like he was arrested in April 25th, 2024 for narcotic drugs and drug paraphernalia. He was released. Now the county is bringing charges. An attorney has been appointed to assist him. His next hearing will be December 4th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. He does have 7 failures to appear, so I'm going to truly encourage him to make it to that hearing if he's able to pay that secured appearance bond of $50. If he can't pay it, he'll stay in custody and be transported to the hearing. It is not my intention to return to this recording, so any changes will be reflected in the written orders, and at this time the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar is in recess until 11 p.m.
You did, thank you. Could someone say all right?
I'm not sure if something's happening in the gallery right now.
Oh. Yeah, noticeably. Good evening, officer. You're playing with me on your first day. I apologize in advance. All right, is this not? Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone, good evening. This is the 11 p.m. Initial appearance calendar for November 27, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Before we get started, I'm going to read the victim rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, the right to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. With that said, can I have Christopher Hosick come to the podium, please? And then can I have Benjamin Albrecht have a seat next to the door? Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Christopher Dylan Hosick, 7/25/99.
Hosick. Apologies for mispronouncing your name.
All good.
So you are here as a result of a new matter. It is a Maricopa County Superior Court grand jury indictment that has been passed down. The grand jury has found probable cause to exist as to 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, both Class 3 felonies, 1 count of ag DUI, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of endangerment, a Class 6 felony. Again, the grand jury has found probable cause to exist as to all of those counts. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an original arraignment hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the grand jury has also passed down release conditions as to the matter. They have passed down release conditions by way of a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. I am going to be affirming that bond amount that was preset by the Maricopa County grand jury. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to receive a copy of all of them in the paperwork you're going to be handed here shortly. If I could have you step to your left. Benjamin Albrecht to the podium, please. And if I can have Ashley O'Neill come to the chair next to the door. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Could you give me your full name and date of birth?
Benjamin Clark Albrecht, August 23rd, 1985.
Okay. Mr. Albrecht, you're here on 3 cases. I'm going to start with your newest case first. It is a new case, meaning that new allegations have been levied against you. They include 1 count of armed robbery as a Class 2 felony and 1 count of resisting arrest. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have reviewed the Form 4 in your matter. I have determined probable cause to exist as to both counts.
How is that?
I have appointed, let me finish and then we can talk. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, I have taken into consideration your priors and your failure to appear and have set a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, you are not allowed to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims. There are other conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but you are going to get them in the paperwork that you're about to receive, including contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. Okay.
Is there any way I can get her phone number?
Her phone number?
Yeah, I have it memorized, and they took my phone.
If you are able to post bond, you're going to be expected to contact her. I think there's going to be some contact information in the sheets that you're going to receive.
Yeah.
Because you're also here on 2 other matters. Those 2 other matters also, both of them are probation violation matters.
Yeah.
So because they're probation violation matters, they are going to be giving you probation related materials for you to contact. So your next matter, second matter, is number 16 on the calendar. It is a probation violation matter for a Class 5 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing also on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 2, 3, 5, 6, and 15 of your probation. There's also a possible term 1 of your probation that is going to be included. A term 1 for everyone who's on probation. The very first term of probation is to not commit new offenses while on probation. So that's what I mean when I say a term 1. The court has imposed a secured appearance bond in this matter in the amount of $2,500, and if you are able to post that bond, you must contact again the the probation department within 72 hours. Your last matter, your third matter, number 17 on the calendar, is also a probation violation for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in downtown Superior Court. In that matter, it is alleged that you have violated terms 6 and 15, and also you're looking at a possible term 1 violation as well. The court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500 for this case as well. One of the relief conditions, should you be able to post that bond, that you must abide by is the fact that you have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. For all matters, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I haven't gone over all of them, but you're going to get a copy of all my orders for all your cases in the paperwork that you're about to receive here shortly. If I can have you step to your left.
I just wanted to talk to you about the probable cause for that. How do we find probable cause for that? Because all I did was go into a convenience store, take a Monster.
Okay, wait. All right, so let me just, I gotta advise you of some, or just let you know of something.
Yeah.
I have appointed an attorney to you, so when you meet with your attorney, please let him or her know what's going on, and then they can address the court. If you say things right now, we are recording.
Yeah.
Everything is streaming. Anything that you could say could be used against you in future proceedings.
All right.
So,
all right.
As a general advice to you, advisory to everybody at the gallery as well.
Thank
if
you.
I could have you step in the step to your left. Thank you. Ashley, thank you very much. If I can have Ms. Rubakova, no, you're fine there. Rubakova, come to the chair next to the door, please. Good evening, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Ashley Renee O'Neill, 9/20/1986.
2086. Thank you very much. Ma'am, you're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed 1 count of aggravated assault as a Class 4 felony and 1 count of aggravated assault as a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to both counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. $25,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post that bond prior to you being released, you shall also, I'm also going to order that you be equipped with an electronic monitoring device, which is an ankle bracelet in layman's term, and that's going to be installed prior to you being released. There are other release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I am going to go over some of them. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime. I believe that's your mother's house. That's not your house, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm not going to order you to find an alternative residence since the scene of the alleged crime was...
I do have alternate residence, though. I have a full-time job. I don't know how I'm going to pay a $25,000 bond.
It is a secured appearance bond. What that means is what I've heard, from what I understand, you can contact a bonding company. One of the officers here, when they take you to the back, they will give you a list of bond companies. They do accept collect calls from the jail, and you could look to make arrangements for that. Usually they require you to post something down and then the rest, and then collateral. But they work with you to try to figure all of that out. So then you would have the ability to do that. I have to go over 1 or 2 more of your release conditions. I'm not going to go over all of them. Again, not to return to the scene of the alleged crime and not to have any contact with the alleged victim in this case. Now, I understand the relationship, but you know, you guys have to figure something out with your family as to how, you cannot have any, you know, to comply with my orders to not have any physical contact or any contact of the sort. You can readdress these release conditions with another judicial officer down the road as well. The rest of your release conditions, I'm not going to go over, but you're going to get a copy of all of them in writing here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Thank you. If I can have Rachel Rochella Rubakova come to the podium, please. And if I can have Margarita Gomez come to the chair next to the door. Ma'am, I apologize in advance for mispronouncing your name.
It's okay.
Please tell me your full name and date of birth.
Rochella Christina Rubakova, 61082.
Okay, I was close. Not entirely there, but I was close. Okay, ma'am, you are here for a arrest warrant stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of theft of a credit card or control of a credit card as a Class 5 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release condition, because you had an ongoing case, a previous judicial officer set a bond in your matter, has already set a bond in your matter of $10,000, and that's a cash-only bond of $10,000. I reviewed your case and have affirmed that bond set by a previous judicial officer, again, in the amount of $10,000, cash only. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply to your case. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to get a copy of everything in the paperwork you're about to receive here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Margarita Gomez, please, and if I can have Kyle Blevins come to the chair next to the door, please. Good evening, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Okay.
She is LEP, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
We may have to recall this matter. So number 25 on the calendar? Okay. We're going to recall your matter. If I could have you step in.
Okay.
Very nice, thank you. Kyle Blevins, please, to the podium, and if I can have Keith Stengel come to the chair next to the door. Good evening, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Kyle Roland Blevins, 42086.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on two matters. The first is number 11 on the calendar. It involves an out-of-county warrant from Yavapai County Superior Court in that matter for possession of dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony and failure to have a vehicle with ignition interlock device. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have ordered that an attorney be appointed for you at your next hearing, which is an arraignment hearing on December 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in the Yavapai County Superior Court. As to your release conditions of this in this matter, the Yavapai Superior Court judge has already issued release conditions, and I'm going to affirm them. They involve a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, there are other release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but you're going to receive a copy of all of them in the paperwork in your paperwork here shortly. Your next matter is number 12 on the calendar. That's also an out-of-county warrant in Yavapai County Superior Court for failure to appear as a Class 5 felony. I am ordering that an attorney be appointed at your next hearing in Yavapai County which is an arraignment hearing on December 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in Yavapai County Superior Court. As to this matter as well, a Yavapai Superior Court judge has already ordered or put together release conditions. Has imposed release conditions in the amount of security appearance bond for $35,000. $35,000 security appearance bond. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and affirm those release conditions as well. Other release conditions apply should you be able to post that bond. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to receive a copy of everything here momentarily with your paperwork.
35 plus the 10?
Plus the 10.
So 45 total?
Correct. Security appearance on both.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Keith Stengel, please. And if I could have Richard and Brian come to the chair next to the door. Sir, good evening. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Keith Stengel Jr., dated 1981.
And your suffix is junior?
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and save that as part of the record. Sir, you're here on 3 matters. The first is number 5 on the calendar. It is for a new matter, new case, stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for 1 count of burglary, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of burglary tools, possession of burglary tools, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. As to the burglary and the burglary tools, I did find probable cause to exist. As to those counts, as to the drug paraphernalia, I did not find probable cause to exist. So I have appointed an attorney to represent you. That doesn't mean that, so let me go back. So it doesn't mean that the drug paraphernalia is dismissed. It's just at this point, I don't find probable cause. Now, they may charge it in a different way, or they may ultimately end up dismissing it. That's in the future, but at this point, I find no probable cause. Again, I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th. December 8th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions on this matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000, 1-5.
I don't have the money like that.
$15,000. Should you be able to post that money or figure out a way to get out, you are not, there are some additional release conditions that apply. One, that you not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, and that you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
What about my dog in the apartment I got?
I'm sorry?
What about the dog in the apartment? I had a dog with me when they got me.
If there's somebody that you can contact...
I got nobody.
Then a next-door neighbor, a landlord...
I got nobody.
The person that you paid your rent to?
I don't know how to get hold of them.
All right, let me get through the rest of your charges, and then we'll circle back. The next matter on the calendar is number 9. It is for a probation violation for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. In this matter, it is alleged that you have committed a Term 1 violation. Term 1 for everybody who's on probation is not to commit new crimes while on probation. The court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. For this matter, if you are able to post the bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Your last matter, number 10 on the calendar, is also a probation violation matter for a Class 4 felony. I have imposed...
This kind of sucks, man. This is fucking whack. There's no justice.
We're almost through it, sir, and it just...
Well, it's up to you here, though.
I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. Again, there is a allegation of a term 1 violation. The court has imposed a...
I don't understand nothing he's saying.
The court has imposed a
I
security
don't
clearance bond.
understand nothing he's saying.
You need to just please bear me out, listen to me out here. $1,500. You're gonna get a copy of all your paperwork here momentarily. All right, next on the calendar is Richard Moran. Oh, boy. Good evening, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Richard E. Moran, 12472.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to the Class 4 felony, the possession of dangerous drugs. I have not found probable cause to exist as to the possession of drug paraphernalia. That doesn't mean that matter is dismissed. They could charge it in different ways down the road, but for now, there's no probable cause, so I can't hold you on that count. On the count that I did find probable cause on, I have appointed the Maricopa an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th. December 4th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by should you be able to post that bond, including the fact that you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over, but they're going to be provided to you in writing here in the paperwork you're going to receive here shortly. Your second matter, number 23 on the calendar, is a probation violation warrant, also from the Maricopa County Superior Court. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I have appointed an attorney to represent you on that matter as well. Your release conditions as to this matter include a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500 secured appearance bond. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3, 4, and 7, plus of your probation, plus you're looking at a possible term 1 violation for the new matter as well. Again, if you are able to postpone in this matter, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over, but you're going to get a copy of all of my orders for both of your matters in the paperwork that you're about to receive here shortly. If I can have you step to your left. And before I call the next matter, I need to go off record, take a little break to address.
We're back on the record.
All right, we are resuming the 11 o'clock calendar, IA calendar. If I can have Richard Moran come to the podium, please. And if I can have Leonard High come to the chair next to the door, please.
We just dealt with Richard Moran.
Did we just finish them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be high.
Oh, that's what we put down. Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay. Just Leonard High then, please.
Each piece is okay.
And if I can have Brandon Morseberger come to the chair next to the door, please. Good evening, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Leonard High, January 12th, 1989.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, you are here as a result of an out-of-county warrant stemming from the Pima County Superior Court for 2 counts of ag DUI, both Class 4 felonies. I have ordered that an attorney be appointed for you at your next hearing, which is going to be in the Pima County Superior Court on December 3rd at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be an arraignment hearing. As to the release conditions in your matter, a judge from Pima County Superior Court has already imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. $2,500 secured appearance bond. I'm going to go ahead and affirm the imposition of that bond and allow it to stand. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them. They're going to be provided to you all in writing. And then you would be, if you post that bond, you would be responsible for taking yourself to court on December 3rd in Pima County. All right, a copy of all my orders are going to be given to you in the paperwork that you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left.
So am I getting released? Are y'all gonna hold me here?
If you post your bond, $2,500, and that's a secured appearance bond, then you'll be released.
But if not, then y'all just gonna hold me here?
Then you would, the Pima County Sheriff's Department has indicated that they are going to be extraditing you to Pima County.
Oh, the Pima County Sheriff's Department, they gonna come get me? Today?
I'm not sure when, Brandon Morseberger?
That gentleman is in holding cell 9.
Okay.
So he'd be a house call.
Okay. We'll put him at the end. As a house call. Jonathan Jackson? And if I can have Diana Fetz come to the chair next to the door, please. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Good evening, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Jonathan Marquez Jackson, October 25th, 1993.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, you're here as a result of a bench warrant, failure to appear bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you today, but you are going to receive a copy of everything, all my orders, in the paperwork you're about to be handed here shortly. If I can have you step to your left. Diana Fentz. And if I can have Dominique George come to the chair next to the door, please.
Hi.
Good evening, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Diana Renee Fetz, January 31st, 1989.
Thank you very much. You are here as a result of a Superior Court, Maricopa County Superior Court warrant for a probation violation matter as a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. As a result, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. $250 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. There are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but they're going to be in the paperwork that you're about to receive here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Okay.
Dominic George, please. Dominic George.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Dominic George, June 18, 1994.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of criminal trespass. I have found probable cause to believe that the matter occurred. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 4th at 8:30 a.m., followed by an evidentiary hearing also on December 4th at 1:30 p.m., followed by a preliminary hearing on December 8th at 8:30 a.m. As to your release conditions on this matter, because you were on release for a different matter, because you were on release for an open case in which I think you were in task in CR 2025-101-167. Anytime someone is on release for an open case and commits or is alleged to have committed a new felony offense, they become non-bondable. So in your case, you are not bondable for this matter. You are able to readdress these release conditions at your evidentiary hearing on the afternoon on 1:30 p.m. of December 4th. Okay, you're going to be receiving a copy of all my orders here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Alex Kiwan Imtika. Chihuahua. And if I can have Deontay Smith come to the chair next to the door, please. Good evening, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Alex Kiwanimtua, January 7, 2003.
Thank you very much. My apologies for mispronouncing your last name.
No worries.
Sir, you are here as a result of a new matter. It is a municipal court matter stemming from the Peoria Municipal Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of assault as a Class 1 misdemeanor and one count of criminal damage as a Class 1 misdemeanor as well. I have found probable cause to exist as to both counts. However, due to the nature of this offense and the fact that this matter is going to be going to a municipal court, not just you, no one's entitled to a court-appointed counsel. However, you can retain private counsel on your own volition in a court if you so choose. Your next court date is a arraignment hearing on December 16th at 9 a.m., again in the Peoria Municipal Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court is going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. Number one, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you cannot have any contact with the alleged victims or victim in this matter. Now, I understand that the scene of the alleged crime may be your address.
Yes.
So, until another either your case is resolved or another judge changes my orders, you cannot go back there. I'm gonna order that you find an alternative residence to go to. However, I am going to also issue you one civil standby order. And what that is you contact Peoria PD, I believe that's the city you live in, and you schedule an appointment with them to meet you at your residence so that you can take out some of your personal belongings and move them to your new residence while this matter is pending and or until a different judge changes or amends your release conditions. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over, but they will be all provided to you in writing. The paperwork you're going to receive here momentarily.
Thank you.
Have you stepped forward? Thank you. Deontay Smith, please. And okay. Mr. Smith, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Deontay Marquio Sean Smith, August 27, 1999.
Thank you, sir. Sir, you're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Agua Fria Justice Court. It's a justice court matter. It's for one count of false reporting to a law enforcement officer as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to exist as to that count. I am appointing you an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on December 17th, that's a little ways out, December 17th at 10:30 a.m. in the Agua Fria Justice Court. The address for that court is in the paperwork you're going to receive here shortly. As to the release conditions in your matter, this court will be releasing you today on your own recognizance. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. Don't consume drugs without a valid prescription. Don't drive without a valid driver's license. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over, but everything's going to be included. All my orders are going to be included in the paperwork that you're about to receive.
Thanks,
I can have you step to your left. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Just so you're aware, the one house call, that for the Leo, he's currently in polling, so I don't know how you want to go about it. We do have the LEP, and then the other two are normal house calls.
They're here as well?
No.
Oh, they're still in holding?
Yeah, they're in holding. But the one gentleman that is a Leo is right over here, so we do have him present.
Okay. Do you want to bring him in? Is it something that we could just bring him in on?
Yeah, after we clear the...
Okay. Okay. Is Gael Ariano present in the gallery?
That's the Leo.
Okay.
So who we have present right now, and would be the final one before we can get him, would be the LEP, Margarita Ramirez Gomez.
Okay. And we're trying to get an interpreter that's also certified in legal matters on the phone.
Okay.
You know what? Can we go off record while we're doing that? Because then I can handle the
Maricopa County.
Okay. I understand that we have we're back on record for the 11 a.m., the 11 p.m. Calendar. I understand that we have an interpreter on the line.
Good evening, Your Honor. My name is Luis. My ID is 6574. I'm a Spanish interpreter with Lionbridge.
Thank you very much. The defendant has just entered the room. Could you do me a favor and just re-announce one more time so she knows who you are, and then ask her to give me her full name and date of birth?
Yes. Muy buen día, mi nombre es Luis, yo voy a ser su intérprete. Señora, ¿me podría proporcionar, por favor, su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Margarita Ramírez Gómez, enero 23 de 1988.
This is the Spanish interpreter. Need to get the name again. Señora, me dijo Margarita Ramírez Gómez.
Sí.
Okay. Well, yes, my name is Margarita Ramirez Gomez, and date of birth is January 23rd, 1988.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gomez. Ms. Gomez, you are... Yeah,
Sí.
Ms. Gomez, you are here as a result of an out-of-county warrant from the Mayor Justice Court.
Sí, señora. El motivo por el que usted está aquí es por una orden de arresto fuera del condado de la Corte de Mayor de Justicia.
Your warrant involves one count of transportation of narcotic drugs for the purpose of sale as a Class 2 felony.
Digamos, la orden de arresto es por un cargo por transporte de sustancias narcóticas para la venta.
And one count of possession of... I'm sorry, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony.
Okay, y también de igual manera, transporte de publicidad de drogas, que esto es un delito grave de grado 6.
I have ordered that an attorney represent you at your next hearing.
He dado la orden de que un abogado la represente en su próxima audiencia.
Sí, está bien, porque la verdad yo no sé por qué me están acusando de algo que yo no he hecho. Está bien que me defienda un abogado, porque es injusto. Yo no entiendo lo que está pasando.
Oh, yes, I agree to that, sir. I need someone to defend me, because I don't know what I'm accused of. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on December 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in the Mayor Justice Court.
Okay, sí, entonces su siguiente audiencia es una cita que ya está acordada para el día 3 de diciembre a las 8:30 en la Corte Mayor de Justicia.
Ok, está bien, pero no sé por qué me están acusando de esto. Pueden investigar más a fondo, por favor, porque no entiendo por qué está pasando esto. A mí nunca me han arrestado, nunca he estado en la cárcel, nunca he transportado droga, como dicen. No entiendo qué está pasando.
Yes, sir, that's fine. It's just I wish to that to be investigated further, because this is the first time that something like this happens to me. I have never trafficked with drugs nor been in jail, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is happening to me.
Okay. I need to advise you of your release conditions.
Okay. Sí, señor. Tengo que informarle acerca de sus órdenes, de sus condiciones para la liberación.
The judge in the Mayor Justice Court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000.
sí, el juez de la Corte Mayor de Justicia ha solicitado una fianza de $10,000.
$10,000.
If you are able to post, correct.
Sí, señora.
If you are, okay, if you are able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions which apply. I'm going to go over them with you right now.
Si usted puede pagar esa fianza, hay algunas condiciones adicionales con respecto a su libertad, las cuales le voy a explicar ahora.
Okay.
Number one, you're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
Así, por ejemplo, no puede contactar a los oficiales que la detuvieron.
You are not to possess any weapons.
No puede poseer ningún arma.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
No puede tener ningún tipo de droga sin tener una prescripción válida.
You are not to possess or consume any alcohol.
No puede consumir bebidas alcohólicas.
You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
No puede conducir ningún vehículo automotor sin tener una licencia de conducir válida.
And finally, you must continue to provide the court with proof of your local address.
Y de igual manera tiene que proporcionar información a la corte acerca de cuál es su dirección actual.
You are going to get a copy of everything I just told you here today in the paperwork shortly.
Y le van a dar una copia de todo lo que hemos hablado en este momento antes de que se retire.
Okay.
If I can have you step to your left.
Si puede hacerse por favor hacia la izquierda.
Thank you. All right, I don't think there's anyone else in need of an interpreter, so I thank the interpreter for his time and patience here this evening.
It was a pleasure, Your Honor. If there's nothing more, thank you for calling Iron Bridge. Hope that you have a wonderful day.
All right, so we have number 1, 7, and 3 left?
Yes.
All right. Are we all clear in the gallery? Can we bring in,
Yes.
Okay. Sir, could you please give me your full name for the record?
Gael del Valle.
Is it Devale Ariano?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your date of birth?
November 10, 2004.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of a new matter. It stems from the Goodyear Municipal Court. It is for 1 count of disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor and 1 count of assault as a Class 3 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause to exist as to both counts. However, due to the nature of the offense, not just you, no one is entitled to court-appointed counsel for these types of charges. However, you are able to get retain a private attorney at your own expense if you so wish. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on December 17th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. The Goodyear Municipal Court's address is going to be in the paperwork that you're about to be provided. As to the release conditions in this matter, I am going to be releasing you here today on your own recognizance. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by as part of my release orders. Number 1, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. Number 2, you are not to have any contact or have any physical contact or verbal or any contact or otherwise with the alleged victim in this matter. Now, I understand that the scene of the alleged crime may also be your residence. However, until this matter is either disposed of or another judge changes my order, you could not return there. So I'm going to order that you find an alternative residence to stay at during either the pending of this matter or another judge changes the orders. However, with that said, I'm also going to issue one civil standby order. And what that is that you contact Goodyear PD, make an appointment with them to go to your residence, and they will set up some time and give you some time to remove some of your personal items, take them to the alternate residence, again, while this matter is pending and or until another judge changes my orders. You're going to receive a copy of all, I'm not going to go over the rest of your release conditions, however, you are going to receive a copy of all my orders here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I have one question.
Sure.
So, we're facing eviction December the 2nd. Am I able to get the civil standby before?
Yeah, I mean, the civil standby is when you contact Goodyear PD, Police Department, or you can also contact the Sheriff's Department, either one. As long as they have availability before the 2nd, you're going to be released here today as soon as you're processed out. So you should be out by tomorrow morning, the 28th. So that gives you, 4 or 5 days to kind of make arrangements and get somebody down there so you can pull your personal items.
Of course. All right. Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, the other two matters on the calendar, number one, from what I understand, is a non-compliance with deputies or officers' instructions and has refused to come to court. I will be doing a house call as to this matter. Number one on the calendar, Mr. Brandon Morseberger is charged with a probation violation on a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and disposition hearing on December 4th at 8:30 a.m. In the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that he has violated terms 3 and 5 of his release conditions. I am inclined to affirm the bond set in this matter by a previous judicial officer in the amount of $750. I'm also going to advise Mr. Mossberger that should he be able to post bond, there are additional release conditions, all of which will be provided to him in writing, including the fact that he must report to his probation officer within 72 hours of his release. Next on the calendar, the last matter on the calendar is William Jones, number 3 on the calendar. Again, from what I understand, he's either going to be a danger to himself or others if should he be brought here today. So I will be doing a house call on that matter as well. It is a new matter stemming from the Arrowhead Justice Court for disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause to exist as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date is December 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in the Arrowhead Justice Court. I am inclined to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 given his multiple priors for misdemeanor assault and disorderly conduct, as well as some additional release conditions that he not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims, among many of which he's going to receive in writing, including one civil standby order. If after visiting with both of these folks, I change my inclination, I will do so in a separate writing and will not be going back on record on this, on their matters. As such, we are hereby concluded on the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar for today. Thank you.
Are